This Sunday, we have some little bit more difficult readings assigned in the Common Lectionary, and they're things that take quite a bit of time to unpack and to sort of sit with. We've talked in a couple of the weeks past about how the lessons from the Epistle to the Hebrews, they try to tie the First Testament experience with the knowledge of Jesus' resurrection and salvation that we have through Christ. And in some of the arguments, it gets a little tenuous and a little difficult. In this week's reading from the letter to the Hebrews, there is a link drawn between the holy mountain on which Moses received the Ten Commandments and using that as sort of a symbol to think about the Mount Zion that we think of with heaven or eternal rest, and where God, surrounded by the saints and the angels, resides. So it's a little bit of a stretch, and yet it also has some very powerful images. And in the gospel narrative that follows, we have that very familiar reading of Jesus healing on the Sabbath and the synagogue leaders criticizing him for doing work on the Sabbath, and Jesus responding, how many of you would not untie your ox to let it eat and drink water, and how much more precious in God's sight is this woman who has been afflicted. And so this idea that Jesus is the Word on earth and coming to bring us health and salvation, and that the things of our experience, the Mount Zion that the Ten Commandments came from, are really only harbingers pointing us to eternal truths, the things of the life that we have, the rich life that we have in Jesus Christ, and the experience we have in God's presence. So a lot of fairly heady things to bind together and to think about as we walk through into this early fall season. The music and the prayers also try to unpack some of those ideas and try to manifest and give us some space to live with those ideas. In the sequence hymn between the epistle reading and the gospel, we will be singing this wonderful Charles Wesley text, "Jesus, lover of my soul, let me to thy bosom fly," thinking about that idea of rushing to the health that Jesus brings us. This was, Charles Wesley, of course, is one of our most important hymn writers, and this was one of his earlier hymn poems that he wrote shortly after his big conversion experience. This idea of lover of my soul is taken right from the poetry of the Bible, and yet his brother, John Wesley, felt it a little bit racy in its kind of amorific identification of Christ. And yet what it really is one of Charles Wesley's finest hymns. It has been paired with this Welsh tune, Aberystwyth, which is actually not an anonymous tune. It's by a known composer, Joseph Parry, who taught at the university in Aberystwyth on the coast of Wales. But it has all those characteristics of Welsh hymnody. It's in the minor mode, and yet it is far from being dreary or sad. It's a very exciting and confident tune. At the communion, the choir will follow up on that health and healing that we have in the gospel narrative with this setting of an early American folk tune, Restoration, by the contemporary composer Robert Lehman. And it's using these words, "I will arise and go to Jesus. He will embrace me in his arms. In the arms of my dear Savior, oh, there are 10,000 charms." And all that beautiful and comforting talk of finding health and fullness in Jesus's presence. And it has, again, another minor mode tune that is far from being sad. It's a very peppy tune. So we hope that as you arise and come to Jesus, that you will do that with us here at St. John's Cathedral, coming and worshiping with us at our chapel service at 8 o'clock, last few weeks at Lakeshore services at 9 o'clock, and then of course in the Cathedral Church at 10:30.